Finding the right camera gear is hard, so today I'm going to share my 6 pieces of gear that I've recently bought in hopes it'll help you out to create content a lot easier. Full disclosure, all this gear is stuff that I've personally bought myself, but I will be leaving an affiliate links down below if you want to support the channel that way at no extra cost to you. And yeah, let's get to it. One of the things that I've bought recently are these Hollyland Lark M2 microphones that are very small and compact wireless microphones. The really cool thing about them is it comes with a charging case because you're able to just charge on the go to make sure that you have some nice sound whenever you're creating video. I am currently filming with them. I've been using them quite a bit recently because ever since I got them, I've really enjoyed their small form factor when I'm putting them onto my shirts because it has a little bit of a magnet to allow me to just put it on there, go ahead and talk and ensure that I'll be having some nice sound. The cool thing about them too is that it has a little bit of a noise canceling kind of situation that you can add with the button to ensure that you can, remove any type of noise that might be around you if you're around a lot of people. So it helps to, edit a little bit easier when it comes down to creating your videos to ensure that your audience can see and hear you perfectly. A cool thing about this kind of microphone as well is that it comes with the USB-C type of input and as well for the lightning mode. So if you want to connect it to your iPhones or any type of phone that has either of that or camera that has USB-C style, you can use it to make sure that you have the nice sound, but as well obviously has the receiver that connects directly with the little bit of the jack. So you're always going to be sure to have some nice sound. Next up, we got some filters. Here I have the Short Sight in collaboration with Polar Pro filters. This is the Everyday filter and the Mist Polarizer filter. Both of these lens filters are really great when it comes down to giving that softer filmic kind of look to your photos and videos, and as well has a circular polarizer embedded into it. It's a 2-in-1 nice filter combo that it just ensures that you're able to remove reflections whenever you want to, but also keep that softer look with everything. I've been using them so much for my photos and videos as I've been traveling. Ever since getting them into my camera lenses has just been stuck on them. Got them last year in around April time or so, and literally have been using them for pretty much all my video and photo needs because it just gives us such a great look. I try to always have one of these onto my 35-150 and the other one on my 24-70 for my photo and video needs, while I do something different for my kind of vlogging style of setup because I just have this Mist filter that I have that has a variable ND in 2-in-1 style just to make it simpler so I don't have to stack as much things on top of each other. I do stack them up with variable ND filter when needed, so I can do that as well when it comes down to having a little bit of a softer look with my normal variable ND filter. But most of the time I really love using this for some photos to just get some B-roll as well for type of content whenever I'm out and about. But they haven't really left my lenses and they're really great, and I think they're worth the money because it's a 2-in-1 filter setup, so you don't have to stack as much, you can condense down, and it just gives it a really good look. Removing reflections while keeping a soft look is just something that I've enjoyed a lot. Hopefully it'll help you out if you're wanting to do that for yourself as well. Now when it comes down to housing all my camera gear, I've had a 35-liter bag by Peter, McKinnon, and Nomadic, and as well I've had sling bags just for something more condensed. But what I've been using a lot lately that just has worked so well for my travel needs as well for my everyday use for whenever I'm going out to create these videos has been the Nomadic Luma bag 18-liter. The 18-liter is kind of like a really sweet spot to me because you are able to fit a lot of gear into it, but also you're not feeling like you're having such a big bag with you because a 35-liter bag is great when it comes down to a lot of gear kind of for travel, but not always do I need that. Whenever I've been to Europe with this one, I needed to have something more condensed down since we're going to be going a lot and about, and a lot of the transit over there are not as spacious as it could be here in the US. So I wanted to have something that could house a lot of gear but not too much, and I've been using it so much all around with my travels that it just makes so much sense to always bring this with me for most of my camera gear kind of needs. I'm able to just have a stylish bag because it's that nice little burnt orange, and as well it's just a nice size. It's nice to have something that looks just more like an everyday backpack as well, so that people don't always think that you have a camera gear backpack. So I've just been enjoying this one ever since I bought it back in like February of last year, and it's been something that I think is very beneficial when it comes down to the size of it, to the style of it, and the practicality. Some people might argue that the pricing might be not as nice compared to other camera brands, but for me it's been worth the investment and has worked really great. Nomadic has been very nice even whenever I've posted my photos with them, and they've been just very encouraging to see my photos and share them. So it's been kind of nice to see about the brand that supports you that way as well. But yeah, this has been a really great size, and I think it's a really great size for most people so that you're not having to lug such a big bag, but also not too small that you're missing out on bringing enough gear. Now this one is thanks to my friend Ben, aka Celashot, because ever since he kind of got me onto it since last seeing him in New York City, he's been telling me that I'm just just gonna be getting this camera, and he was very right because I've loved it ever since I've gotten it, despite of some cons and pros or whatever, but the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has been a great investment to have. This little powerhouse of a camera has been really great for just vlogging and making my behind the scenes footage a lot smoother and easier to create content. Whether you're spending on just the camera itself or getting the creator combo, or maybe finding it at Costco like I did, you wanna go ahead and get something that works with your needs of what you're gonna get out of the package. For me, the Costco brand one worked out for me because it came with the extension of the battery, the little tripod, and things of that sort that I just needed, because I knew that I could be able to get some extra stuff and accessories like the ND filters and everything like that, and I already had wireless microphones that I would be fine with. But this little camera has been really great to be able to create content in high quality for its small form factor. I don't like obviously the sharpness of it, despite already reducing the sharpness and adding the noise reduction and everything, but something in post I can fix quite easily that has worked out really nicely to make sure that I have a good, vlogging type of camera, and as well behind the scenes type of camera, so I can document everything for these videos. So if you're wanting to create more vlogs where you feel awkward using a big camera, I would highly recommend investing into one of these because it'll work so nicely with your content creation without feeling too awkward in public. I've gotten better at vlogging in public with my ZV-E1, like how I'm filming right now, but it is a little bit bigger than using this, and not as many people kind of look at you. So having something this size with having 4K 120 all the way up to that, but able to have everything stabilized with this mini little gimbal, just really works out, and I think it's worth the money. So if you're wanting to make videos on YouTube or document a lot of the stuff for your businesses or anything, this little bad boy is probably gonna be a great bet for you because it has a really good, easy mode of just using, and you're able to create good quality content with it for the quality of what you're getting out of it. And one thing that you can never have enough of is SD cards. I recently have been using a lot more the Lexar Professional SD cards because I've been getting good deals whenever I buy them off of B&H. I have a few of these. These are the V90 because it lets me use all the codecs that I need to for my cameras on my Sony line, so I can shoot 4K 120 at 10-bit with my A7S III and ZV-E1, as well as using all the form factors of my A7 IV and A7C Mark II. Having enough memory cards never hurt anybody because you want to make sure that you have enough storage when you're out traveling and creating content, maybe for your business or business's work that you're doing for somebody else, but as well for yourself to have that peace of mind that you have everything covered when it comes down to storage, but also cards that won't corrupt. I've used ProGrade line of SD cards before, and I still use them to this day. They're really great. I've added them to obviously with the combination of all of them, but lately I've been using the Luxar the most, and they've worked really great with my cameras without having any issues, especially with cameras like the A7C Mark II and the ZV-E1 that have a 1 card slot. I like to make sure that I have SD cards that are not going to get corrupted or let me down, and Lexar has been really great when it comes down to that. I think they've been worth the money, especially when I get them in a good deal. I highly recommend you trying to find that if you're able to do it, whether it's on Amazon, B&H, or anything where you shop. Try to see if they have any kind of deals on these SD cards because you're going to enjoy them as I've enjoyed them myself. I've never had any issues, and I guess knock on wood on that one, but in reality they've worked really well for the money, and especially for that fast speed and readout and everything, that has just worked out for me to be able to use my cameras more confidently. And about using cameras more confidently, let's talk about the Sony A7C Mark II. This camera has been a great camera to have despite all the controversies that it might have, even when I initially saw it myself. I was debating for so long to get the ZV-E1 or the A7C Mark II, which now I obviously have both, but I've used the A7C Mark II so much for vlogging time, B-roll, and as well for photos. Especially in that photo department, has really great to have a compact sized camera that I think that if you're needing to be able to do a content creation kind of little kit, having a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for your main kind of video stuff, and pairing up with an A7C Mark II with maybe a 24-70 lens or 20-40 like with the Tamron that I usually do it with, you get some nice range with everything, but also have your creator kit streamlined, at least for me. But it's been really great to use it in a pro setting, whether it's been at the US Open, taking some photos of the tennis players with the 50-300 that I was testing out by Tamron, where I was able to get some nice photos and videos all the way from just the comfort of one location, and as I walked around as well, just to make sure that I didn't miss a spot, or going to use it for portrait photographies and events and everything that I need to without feeling like I'm gonna miss a shot, due to the fact that it has an updated, AI kind of type of chip in it for autofocus, but as well it has really great feeling to take photos without feeling too overly tired, especially since adding that little base plate. I know it's not going to be the most ideal when it comes down to the pricing out of everything that we've talked about today, today, but if you're looking to find a camera that has a really great hybrid type of feel and you're not willing to wait for the a7 IV that might come out this year, I would recommend looking into the a7C Mark II, despite of some of the differences that it has from the a7 IV. If you're wanting to have something compact to be able to use for an everyday type of style of photos, videos, and as well for anything for a job. I've used it plenty and I love it. It's been a great camera that eventually when I have to probably get rid of my a7 IV, I might just keep the a7C Mark II and eventually upgrade to something else. But to be honest, I would feel confident to just have only this camera for my photo needs since it does really everything that I need it to. But that's pretty much it when it comes down to the 6 pieces of gear that I've bought myself that I've worked out to make my workflow a lot smoother and more beneficial for my time to create content, whether it's on YouTube, client work, or for my own businesses. Hopefully these products will help you out to get the best gear that you can to make sure that you create the best content. And if you want to check it out, like I said, it'll be in the description down below with my affiliate links. Supporting the channel that way is always very appreciated. So I appreciate anybody that takes the time to look at the videos, get to this far, check out the stuff in the description and support the channel that way. So if you have any questions about anything in the gear that I might have not covered as in depth because, you know, time and everything, leave a comment down below and I'd be more than happy to help you out to see how I can clarify anything to help you out to pick the right thing for you. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.